I would shortly like to explain to you what the M2 is capable of. It's actually the same as the R2 in 8x8 matrix, but instead of having one DSP, it has 11 DSPs inside. So each in and output has a DSP, and then you have central DSPs. Again, a big difference between them is that this one has unbalanced inputs, this one has balanced inputs, and is capable of mixing all inputs with all outputs at the same time. So it's a lot more actually than the R2. It also has like the touchscreen in front, which you can choose. It has the optical fiber kit, which allows you to expand the system up to multiple zones and up to 84 inputs per R or M2. And it has a web server built inside, same as the R2, but it has a lot of extra processing power. So we've added things on the outputs like delays, which are able to set, feedback destroying for the microphones. We have automatic level controls on the inputs. It's just so much more, but still in a quite simple, controllable environment, which you can handle it. If you look at it, it's still the same. You have the 8 outputs that you see over here. If you click to settings, you will see all your inputs that you have, which you can also, of course, name. You can just click on them, select the volume up, go back, and you will see how much you are mixing the signal. So we're sending out 100% for input 6 and sending out 3/4 for input 1. And then we can set scenes, so we can set up to 8 scenes inside as well, which we can, for instance, to give you an example, if we have a meeting room for this output, we can set a scene for conferencing, we can set a scene for presentation, we can set a scene for entertainment. So the microphone levels will completely vary, and we could do 5 band EQ settings on all inputs, 5 band EQ parametric settings on all outputs, and then we have a central global 8 scenes as well. So this was just one output we're looking at now, and then we can set actually for all 8 outputs together, we can set as well 8 global scenes. So that's quite handy that you're able to save up your settings, and in this simple and easy to use.
It's very convenient and compact. One question: is it compatible with all the gear that you have on the market?
Yes, of course. That's the things that I'm calling now are actually the strong points that I'm pointing out. We've had web interfaces built inside our devices for over 10 years. We were the first with this. So we've had a lot of experiencing in how to handle it and how to build it. And it has a lot of processing power inside, but compared to some competitors, it's still we kept it counterintuitive to use. We kept it quite simple. We've added actually, we've seen the demand with the R2. The R2 is still the multi-room system to use, but this is the media matrix. We also have SD card on the front side, which you can load your voice files inside, and as you know, it has a timer built inside, so we could do timer settings and have voice files play inside a room, switch on the system, switch off the system at 9 o'clock in the evening. So it's very
functional. And what is the price range of this unit?
The price range will be around end user price 400 euros more than you would pay for an R2. So we're looking at 2,800, 2,900 euros for this model. So if you look at that price increase that you find and what you get compared to it, if you measure this off, you're really making a good deal out of this. Here we have our new MTX series from Audac. It exists of 2 models. One is 84 and the other one is 88. Now both have the same web interface built inside, as well as we have with the R and M2, the top models that we had. Well, we got a lot of demand for a budget-friendly solution for a 4-zone and 8-zone solution, so we decided to bring out this model. They both have the Android apps and iPhone and iPad apps. So at the fingertip, The end customer is able to set their zones, change the inputs, change the volume, mute, do anything they want to do with their device. And the difference between them is actually, we have a 4-zone and an 8-zone setting. They both have 8 inputs. We're able to hang multiple wall panels up to them to add more inputs. So we have the RCA input, mic inputs, and we can mix them both together. If we just push on them, and you have a clipping LED that shows what you're doing. We also have the simplistic model still available that we had also on the R2 and the M2, the DV50 3018, I'm sorry. And they're easy to build in, 45, and they just change your volume and your program. Compared to this model, it also allows you to plug in your input. Now if we look at the front side, you will see the difference between our other devices is that you're able to control it completely, everything that you need on the front side. For a lot of restaurants, bars, hotels, it's very handy that you have it close by, and you can just set your volume by the simple click of the button. It's a push rotary button. We just select it, go to volume up, input, change your input, select the bass and the treble, make it go up and down. And we also have a pre-listening speaker inside. So in a lot of installations where you're not able to hear the music, once you're setting your sources, you're able to hear what you're actually doing, controlling your tuner. You can actually hear everything correctly. Yeah, price-wise, this is really a strong product, and yes, we've had really great remarks about it at this show, and are really happy to present it to you. Audac has also introduced 2 new complete series of cabinets, speaker cabinets. The first one I'm going to show you is the Ateo. Now, this is a patented design, the outside as well as the inside. Why? Because it's a special bracket system. That's actually not a bracket anymore, or not a speaker, but it's a speaker and a bracket. So it forms one complete nice system. Now, and shortly I will show you what it's all about. As you can see, it has a nice design, and its clever mount system is trademarked. It's called clever mount. I will show you. If you take it off the speaker, you can just click it off, and you will see that you're able to hang your speaker against the wall, your bracket against the wall, without needing to take your speaker up there and make the connections. So you just hang your bracket, you come up with your cable, plug it inside, screw it tight with both of your hands free. Then you can decide, well, still need to paint the building. You could paint it, or you're repainting, take off the speaker, paint around it. Else, you see a lot of systems that the bracket has paint on it and the speaker has paint on it, as well as if the system isn't finished yet, the integrator, he's on a deadline, but it's still dangerous for the material to get stolen. He just hangs them at the end of the day, when it's when everything is almost finished. So if you plug it back inside, you can just click it on, go upstairs, click it on, and then you can take the logo off at the front side, and you will see that you have an MBUS key here. Now this will allow you to screw it loose and direct the speaker in any direction that you want while looking at it from the front side. So a lot of systems, they have a bracket where you need to go to the back side, you need to fix it, and then come to the front side off the ladder and see, oh, that's not the right angle. So this is quite clever that we can also do this. And yeah, we've had the connection inside now, and we have at the front side, the fixation, and we're just really happy about it. And we've had as well for this product a lot of good demand for it, and positive feedback from our distributors. Then the next product that I will show, that is Xeno series. So this one has a 4-inch model and a 6-inch model. And this one has a 6-inch and an 8-inch model. So you can see we're forming a complete line. This is more of a powerful system. The one that we're showing here is actually the 8-inch So it has an 8-inch driver, low frequency driver, and a 1-inch dome tweeter inside. So again, here we've thought about the bracket. We've said, okay, we need something elegant. This is more for bars and lounge clubs. We've had high demand for a nice finished cabinet that is able to deliver quite some power. Now the bracket is actually shown over here. It's made out of zinc alloy, so it's extra strong bracket. And again here, it's 360 degrees revolvable, so we can point it in any direction that we need to have the cabinet to be in. On the back side it has Phoenix connectors, so it's for fixed installation. It makes it really easy. Again, you don't need to take up the speaker first. You could just, plug in your Phoenix, make sure that everything's ready, come up with your speaker and plug in the Phoenix. Here the logo is also rotatable, so you just pick up the logo, you rotate it, put it back into place. That's also possible, of course, with the Ateo, because that one is also possible to turn in the horizontal direction as well as this one. So that allows us in a very low ceiling to hang the speakers really up the ceiling, so we're able to get the maximum amount of room inside a low environment.